I need whoever the fuck's inside the camera, watching and listening, to understand. It is...
Hello. So that like super hurt. Now this is gonna be the only time I ever record anything like this. I'm not a fan of, but I kind of feel like I need to a little bit. I want no judgments in the setup here. I don't like know a good way to record over, like I'm recording on the phone, but then like to get the audio, I have my microphone tucked into this helmet, plugged into this GoPro, and this GoPro is gonna have like the audio, which is hilarious to me, but that's how we're doing it. Let's talk about the crash, dude. Let's talk about the crash. Now, I know it may not look like it, but this is a 2025 Honda Grom. I had it for about 2 weeks. If you follow me on the Instagram, you know when I got it. Super fun bike. If you know my friend Nico or Scribbler, big on Instagram, that guy. I looped his Grom earlier in the summer. Ooh. We both love the Honda Grom. Honda Grom activities is just like an amazing thing to do. So I got a Grom and we wanted to do Grom things, and we went out to do Grom things. Didn't really work out, now did it. Now, unfortunately for my ego and my confidence as a rider, the crash was 100% all my fault and skill issue. It was literally a skill issue, entirely avoidable. Very unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Not much you can do. Well, actually, there's a lot you can do, and that's kind of what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about what you can do so you don't do this. For one, I want to like preface, like I'm completely fine. Like it took a while, but I'm all good. Nothing broken, you know, nothing fractured, nothing torn, twisted. I was just bruised up for a little bit and like sore, but that's it. So I gotta give a shout out to my suit, dude. You gotta wear y'all's gear. Gear works. Gear is really fucking good. It was my friend Nico who convinced me to get a suit to begin with, and the suit is the only reason why I'm completely fine and I was walking later that day, kinda. You know, the suit took almost all of the damage and it's still good. The suit's still good. I have no idea if you can see it. I'm not gonna check the phone to confirm if the camera angle's fine or not, but the suit is fine. Very cool. I just need a new knee puck because the other one exploded, literally exploded. So yeah, wear your gear, wear the suit. All right, first and foremost, the main reason why I crashed, I was riding too damn fast. Riding fast is bad. You should not be doing that. Don't speed. Speeding is illegal. Don't do it. But let's be honest, everybody's gonna do it. Super fucking fun. So you can see it in the clip pretty clearly, but exactly what happened is I was riding way above my means. I was riding faster than I was comfortable with, faster than I was capable of, and that naturally led me into a spot of trouble. Earlier in the day, when I was riding equally as fast and as hard, I lost the rear of the Grom. It slid out just like a little bit out from under me, and that should have been my sign to be like, hey, we're doing too much. Something bad's gonna happen. We're doing too much. We gotta stop. But I believe if you look at the clip, immediately after it happens, I start laughing because it was funny and I wasn't thinking.
I'll catch him. Don't you worry, chat. Woo, shit. Oh my god.
I just kept on pushing it, and that is a terrible idea. Should not do that. So pulling into the corner, I'm already going way too fast, and this is one of the sharper corners. And frankly, Lime Creek Road as a whole is very challenging. It is very sketchy, and it is very humbling of a road. And if you do not know what you are doing, or if you've never been there before, you should not be going bonkers like I was. But I've been there before, and so in my mind I thought it was fine. I got it. I didn't have it. And unlike all the other corners where I just kind of looked through and thugged it out and just leaned hard, in this one specific corner, for some reason, I panicked. I literally just panicked. So instinctively I went to just grab as much brake as I can and just try to slow the bike down, come to a stop, whatever. Just try to slow down. As you may know, if you ride, if you're leaned over and you're in a corner, you grab front brake in order to not go straight into the ground, you straighten the bike out, which led to me going over the double yellow and into a car. Hate when that happens. Now, it's not entirely the fault of just me front braking, trying to slow down, which led to me in the car. The second big thing that led to me crashing is target fixation. Target fixation is a real fucking thing. The people in the MSF course will tell you about it. It sounds like a load of shit. It is real. Target fixation is very real. Trust me, I found out hard. Riding faster than I should have been, faster honestly above my skill level was right there, paired with target fixation equals disaster. And now this Grom is destroyed. Cut the little GoPro POV so you can see what's up. The Grom has been taken apart. All of what was destroyed is gone. If you follow me on my Instagram, you can see kind of what it looked like beforehand. But the whole front was just destroyed. The wheel had been exploded. The fork seals were blown, and then the forks themselves were bent. So we took all that off. Here we got some of the fairings. I'm gonna keep these, by the way. Put them on my wall. Should be cool. But these are the handlebars. I don't know how well the GoPro shows it because GoPro already kind of warps things with the lens, but they are pretty bent. Yeah, the main headlight, toasted. The Grom itself, this is part of the wiring harness and part of the front end that was taken off and was thrown off. You can see we got the front brake caliper looking fucked up. This is the real pain here. There's a full-on puncture hole in here. The more back we go to the bike, the more fine it is. Ripped the battery out. Battery was fine, but I just took it out because we removed the gas tank, if you hadn't noticed. The gas tank is in here. Don't really know what to do with it because it is actually full of gas. One of the last things I did in the Grom's final moments was fill it with gas. So this tank right here is just full of gas. And in these Ziploc bags are other parts, other bolts attached to the Grom, the triple tree. And then over here is the fucking, you can see this would have been like the dash. Destroyed. But yeah, we got the gas tank. Gas tank's fine, fuel pump's fine, all that's fine. Just took it off to get to some stuff under the Grom. Thankfully that this sick ass double exhaust is fine. I want to, if I'm getting up in the air, if I'll ever get another Grom or not, I'd sell what's left of this one for parts. I don't know, like it's no decisions have been made what I'm gonna do with this thing. It's just kind of sitting here. I don't know if anyone knows or cares who watches this. I don't know who will watch this or why. But if you're slightly familiar with my friend Scribbler, you might have seen somewhere on his Instagram, but he hasn't posted himself wearing it. But he got a new suit, and I have it. It is in my garage, and he thinks he's gonna get it back, but no, this will be mine. Gotta teach him a lesson for leaving his shit here. Ow. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say, what more there is to say. Shout out the dude who got the drone footage after I crashed. That was really funny. I had this moment where I was lying in bed and I was still kind of sore, kind of fucked up, and I checked my phone and I see somebody sent me the post on Instagram of the drone footage, and he said like, yo, they got your ass on drone. I'm like, what? So I look at it and I go, oh, son of a bitch, they got my ass on drone. That was unironically, it was hilarious. It made me laugh. But yeah, also shout out everybody at like Lime Creek. I don't know why I keep saying like shout out, like it means it. Like if I say shout out, like what does that do? What does that mean? But my boy Joe, you've seen Joe on the channel before.
I know that guy.
Oh, you're on the Grom today? Hell yeah.
That guy is a goat. He was so fucking helpful after I crashed, along with a few other people, but honestly, I don't remember their names. One of them took pictures of the scene for me when I was just kind of lying on the ground and sent to me so I can give it to insurance and all that if they needed it. That guy was also super sick. I really appreciate him. There's one other guy. Oh, man, it's gonna be so embarrassing if I get his name wrong, but I think his name was Alex. I'm not sure, but he was also super nice, super helpful. Stuck around with me the whole time while I was waiting for my friend to bring the truck over so I can haul this thing out and I could just drive myself to a hospital because I'm not paying for no goddamn ambulance, you bitch. But yeah, everyone at Lime Creek was so nice. Even the dude whose car I flew into, so he's also a big fan of Lime Creek. He has the Lime Creek Road stickers on the back of his window. So he's like, man, I get it, I know the deal. He was so nice. He called me the day after to make sure I was feeling all right. Super fucking kind. I mean, he has every right to just hate me and be like a total asshole and like fair game, but he wasn't. He was just so nice to me. Man, that felt great. Just like for context, kind of like put what's going on the YouTube channel, because I do post on Instagram, but like low-key fuck Instagram. I love making long-form YouTube videos. Long-form YouTube videos are awesome. Way more fun to make, and I love when people watch them and actually like them. Oh, it's so sick. A lot of content I've recorded that has been posted on my YouTube channel is like old footage, like literally old footage from like months ago, deep into the summer. Like it's November 6th or something right now, so like a lot of that footage was recorded like months ago. All of the stuff on the V4 was also recorded a while ago. I want to say maybe 2 months ago. I don't really remember when, but the point is it's all like old footage, and I'm a full-time student, and that kind of comes first. So I can only make videos when I have free time, and naturally, as you can guess, balancing full-time student and then also kind of healing up a little bit after I did this dumb shit, I just couldn't post for a while. So there's still hella more content I recorded on the V4 that I want to post, because man, the V4 was so sick. Shout out Dylan, dude, letting me ride your V4. Oh my god, it was the best 3 days ever. Oh, it was so fun. I had so much fun. I hope you don't mind that I put a decent chunk of miles onto your awesome ass bike those 3 days. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I want to finish posting some of the V4 videos that I have. I have at least 3 more to make out of that, like full-length YouTube videos. And then, but before I do that, I think I might make and post a video of everything that happened before I crashed the Grom, because before I crashed, it was still a fun day. There were still some fun Grom activities going down, so I might make that at some point. And then after I make those videos, I need to make all of the other videos I recorded earlier in the summer on this thing, riding with Nico. Dude, I almost forgot, because I was going to make a video out of it so long ago when it actually happened, but just kind of got busy. I don't know if you can see it, but new bike alert. Check this out. Yeah, so this is a 2024, I think. I don't know. 2024 BMW GS 750. Got this a while ago. You know, I did record at the dealership when it was picked up and the first ride home. I did like the whole thing, but I forgot. I went out riding the night before, and when I was recording my ride home on this thing, I left my GoPro in my nighttime settings, so you actually can't see fucking shit, dude. It looks, I'll put up a thing, it looks crazy. It's so fucking funny. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that. I might use some of that footage and then record separately a thing on about this, because this bike is actually super sick. Yeah, I don't really know what else more there is to say other than oh dude, from the crash, you can see, if you do a frame by frame in the clip of it, you can see one frame that shows me like literally going flying. Like I got sent. So my GoPro just fully overheated. But what I was about to say is that after the crash, because I kind of went fucking flying, my old helmet destroyed. It got shattered. So we got a new one. Check this out. It's the KYT like NZ Race Carbon, I believe it is. It's this white and black one. It is so fucking sick. This is like the best helmet ever, and it is a track helmet. And if you've seen any of my content, you know I'm kind of like a more of a street rider. I haven't been on the track, so we will be going on the track soon at some point. I'm gonna figure that out. Gotta love GoPros and their ability to always overheat in an air-conditioned room. I don't really know what else there is to say. This is more of just like the final ramblings of a crazy person now. But just ride safe, man. Don't try to replicate what you see on Instagram. You'll just get hurt, or you'll get in trouble with the police. I got a fucking speeding ticket a few days ago. Not fun. Don't do that. It's not fun. It's not a fun time. Don't be doing that shit. Just because you'll see me do some stupid shit or other people on the internet does not mean you should do stupid shit at all. It just means we are stupider than the average person, because we're already doing the stupid shit, and then we do it with a fucking camera right here. It's everything about this is just like a terrible idea, and it probably will blow up in my face at some point. But that day is not today. This is probably in like real Earth timeline the most recent like video you'll see that is going to be like recorded and then posted, because I need to work through my backlog and get some shit out before I even think about recording anything new and posting it. If I do record something past this point on like this helmet, like I haven't even bought the chin mount for this thing, because chin mounts like low-key suck ass, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, there's no shot you'll see any more like new content for like a minute. I just have so much I gotta work through, and it's fucking sick. You should watch it. It's gonna be super fucking sick. Not the shorts. I'm gonna be honest, YouTube shorts kind of poop, you know. I make them because they're amazing for growth, but like, let's be honest, YouTube shoots are poop. They're slop. Like, who the fuck? YouTube shorts suck. Don't watch YouTube shorts, please. YouTube shorts, oh, I hate them. I hate them so much, but they're so good for growth. So it's like, what are you gonna do? But I guess that's about it. Shout out me for still being alive, I guess. Ride safe, be smart. all that jazz. Watch another video.